what's up? Hey, what's up? This is your girl Mel with the H Buzz. And yes, we are back with the podcast that does its very best to keep you informed of what's happening in the Houston area. And I know it's been quite a while. I've taken some time off from doing the H Buzz. Actually, it's been about 2.5 months, actually, I believe. So I am back. We are back with the H Buzz, ready to inform the city of Houston of great things that are happening always in the city of Houston. There is never a dull weekend, never. And hopefully, over the past few weekends, you have found a lot of things to get into, because, of course, there are always a lot of things to get into. But my job is to help you find things without you having to do a lot of research, because, of course, like I said, there are so many things happening in this wonderful city and in the surrounding areas. And so I am back doing the research for you to help you with the knowledge of things that you know that's going on in the city, to kind of add to that. So maybe you know about some things because maybe a friend has told you about some things that are happening in the city and you are aware of that. But we want to tell you about some other things that you may not know about, a few things that you may not know about. So I'm not going to make it a long podcast since this is my first weekend back. I want to get this out to you guys before the evening. So it is a Friday. This is what we've termed in the Christian world, we've termed to be Good Friday. And I know those of my Jewish friends and some others would disagree with that term of Good Friday because of the whole calculation between Friday evening and Sunday morning. But hey, it's a wonderful, beautiful day in the city of Houston. A little overcast, but other than that, it's pretty nice. And it looks like we're going to have a wonderful weekend. So if you are wanting to get out of the house this weekend, it looks like it will be a nice weekend with a little bit of rain here and there, but not a whole lot. So I think you will have some time to get out and enjoy the city of Houston. So I'm glad to be back to chit-chat with all of you. I'm not going to talk too much about what's going on in politics and all of that stuff. We're going to just talk about what's happening this weekend and into part of next week to tell you some things that you may want to do with your family. And of course, that's what we look for, family-friendly events to share with you. And things that are either very, very reasonable or free. You can always look up the paid stuff for yourself, but we try to find things that are reasonable because we know that a lot of people are on a budget these days and the economy is a bit scary. So we want to help you find those things that you can do with your family. And if you have a big family, you don't have to worry about spending too much money. And so the first thing that I have going on in the city of Houston, for those of you who love theater, you love plays and all of that great stuff, and you are a fan of the movie Legally Blonde, well, Legally Blonde, the musical, is happening here in the city of Houston. It is taking place this weekend, April 2nd. Actually, it started, I believe, on yesterday. And so it's all this weekend on tonight and, well, I shouldn't say all this weekend, but on tonight and on tomorrow. So Friday and Saturday. And then also on the 9th and the 10th. Down at Miller Outdoor Theater, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. each night. So for those of you who enjoyed the wonderful story of, what's her name, Elle Woods, and, kind of dispelling the myth of what we think about blondes, all of the horrible stuff that we think about them, and you would like to see the movie, go out and check it out. Of course, it is too late to get tickets for tonight's performance, but you can always go and sit on the heel, or you can get there a little bit early, an hour before the show, about 7 o'clock, and see if there are some tickets left over. That's what you probably can do, but with this being Good Friday, some people may have, beat you to it. But just in case, you can always go down there at 7 p.m. and see if they have some extra tickets for the covered seating. Otherwise, make a picnic and enjoy a wonderful evening. And of course, you can go down tomorrow and get tickets. Yeah. So actually it is, it's, what's today? Saturday. So Friday and Saturday. I'm kind of thrown off with this day off. It seems like a Saturday and it's actually a Friday. But of course, anyway, so you can, if you don't make it today, you can always go down tomorrow on Saturday and grab some tickets and enjoy it with the family. So that's what's happening over at the Miller Outdoor Theater. And of course, let me put this in there because they did put this disclaimer on their site. It does contain some adult humor and innuendos and a bit of mild language. So for those of you who are very protective and you kind of like to monitor what your children hear and see, which is a great idea because it's horrible to hear these little kids nowadays who swear like adults. I don't like cursing, period, but when little kids do, it's just absolutely horrendous. So for those parents who do not approve of that, then you may not want to take your young children to see it. But for those of you who don't have those issues, then of course you can take whomever you see fit to do that. Also happening now until Sunday, I'm going to probably butcher this name, but Circo Hermanos Aguilar. The circus, I don't know what it stands for, but anyway, that circus is happening now through Sunday at the La Marina Flea Market, and that's, I don't know if I said that right anyway. It's located at 7505 Sam Houston Parkway. That's South Sam Houston Parkway, and that address again is 7505 Sam Houston Parkway. It's the world's largest tent circus, and it's making its first U.S. tour. So it's a famous Latin American circus that has been all over Latin America, and this is their first tour here in the U.S. It boasts Chinese acrobats, horse acts, and the only living Wolfman. I don't know if I'm all excited about a Wolfman, but whatever that's all about, but they boast that they have the only living Wolfman. If you want more information, you can check them out at circusaguilar.com. That Aguilar, let's spell it out. CircusaGuilar.com. And that is again, CircusaGuilar.com for those of you who like to go. For those of you who enjoy flea markets, well, the first Saturday Arts Market is happening down in the Heights this Saturday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. And the address for those of you who have never gone, I understand there are people who go almost every single month. And for those of you who are saying, well, I'd like to do something different on this Saturday, you can check them out. Their address is 548 West 19th Street, and that's over in the Heights, so that'll give you a direction of where you're going. And they have this wonderful monthly outdoor fine arts event featuring the works of dozens of visual artists. And there's some other stuff they have going on. They have showcase paintings, sculptures, photography, jewelry, and handcrafted items, plus live music. And I'm sure there's food trucks all over the place, so you have a wonderful, great time. They said the best gourmet food trucks are there. So you can check them out online at www.firstsaturdayartsmarket.com. And that address again is www.firstsaturdayartsmarket.com. Also happening on this Saturday, another family-friendly event is Energy Fest, happening on Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. at the Addicts Park and Ride. And that's located on the Katy Freeway at 14230 I-10 West. That's the Addicts Park and Ride. And they've got activities that include bike kickoff and bike valet. So that's for those of you who like to bike everywhere. You don't have to worry about where to put your bikes. They're going to have a place for you to valet your bikes and all that great stuff. There'll be live music, food, kid activities, a pop-up market, spotlighting, energy corridor, retailers. And for more information, you can check them out online at HoustonEnergyFest.com. That address again is EnergyFest.com. Those of you who are looking for a little sports to get into, you like free stuff, free sports, well, it is time over at River Oaks. They are having the men's clay court qualifiers is happening on this weekend because they are getting ready for the men's clay court championship on next week. So if you don't want to spend the money for the clay court championship, you can go to the qualifiers and get a chance to see some really great play. I've done it plenty of times, of course, because I usually I volunteer every year for the week of the championship. So sometime I go and just watch the qualifiers, and you can see some really great tennis going on. And of course, it is free. That's the great thing about it. It's free. It's free, and you have a chance to see the players up close, really up close, because the qualifiers happen on the small courts, and so you get really great up close and personal with the players, and a lot of times you can take personal photos with the players, so it's really cool. And you can just park anywhere in the neighborhood, take a nice walk around the neighborhood, enjoy the beautiful flowers, the beautiful homes, make your way up to the River Oaks Country Club and for a great time of tennis. And of course, the weather looks like it's going to be good tomorrow. It's not going to be too hot, won't be too cold. I believe it's going to be in the 60s, somewhere around that time. So you can check them out for the time of the qualifiers. I did have a paper somewhere around here that talked about that, but you can check them out online at www.mensclaycourt.com. That's www.mensclaycourt.com. And for those of you who enjoy art, the Spring Art Series is happening April 5th and 9th, and then also May 3rd and 17th. From 3 to 7 p.m. at City Center. Fine art, sculptures, handmade jewelry, and music is happening. Live music in the plaza is also taking place on Thursdays through Sundays. So if you like just enjoy art and you happen to be in the downtown area, well, you might want to check them out. Something, you can do kind of romantic. Go over to Discovery Green, make a little walk, and head over to City Center and enjoy something. So you can check them out online at citycenterhouston.com for more information. And for those of you looking for something for the kiddies to celebrate the Easter thingy thing, the bunny stuff, I don't know what that has to do with Easter. It doesn't have anything really to do with Easter. And I know a lot of my theological friends, especially those who are deeply rooted in Jewish tradition, would condemn me for even mentioning this. But anyway, Moody Gardens is hosting an Easter celebration with free egg hunts, face painting, crafts, and a petting zoo. And that's happening on Sunday, April the 5th, starting at 11:30 a.m. at Moody Gardens. You can check them out online at moodygardens.com. Let's see what else is happening on Monday. Yeah, that's what I have on Monday, the 2015 Opening Day Street Fest. Yes, this is happening. For those of you who are fans of the Houston Astros, well, the Astros will have their first game on this Monday, and to kick off the season, they're having a Street Fest, and that's happening on Monday, April the 6th, 1 p.m. until 4:30 p.m., and that's going to be at Crawford Street, and the main entrance will be just off of Texas Avenue. Let's see what they say. They've got a lot of great stuff that's going to be happening at this Street Fest, and something great to take the kids to. I don't know how many parents are going to take their kids out of school, but there's going to be a bungee run, Velcro wall, rock wall, inflatable obstacle course, slide combination, caricature artist, face painting, cornhole bag, I don't know what that is, giant Jenga, live dance group and drumline, balloon artists, poster making, all those great stuff. And then vendors that's going to be in attendance: Whataburger, Telemundo, McDonald's, Centerpoint Energy, Sports Clip Haircuts. And they're going to have food trucks out there for those of you who are big fans of food trucks. So the food trucks that's going to be out there is Scratch Waffle Bus. My best friend loves the Waffle Bus. She said it's really great. Never tried them. Bernie's Burger Bus. St. John's Fire, Mushi something. It's got to be one of those fusion Asian Mexican things. I can't say what it is. They've got a few of them. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out. It is a free event happening on this coming Monday. You can check it out online at houston.astro.mlb.com. Houston.astro, and I wonder if that's supposed to be Astros. But anyway, try either one of them. I may not have written that down correctly. Also happening, coming in the middle of the week, Carson and Barnes Circus is happening on Tuesday and Wednesday at Baytown's Youth Fairground. It's America's oldest family-owned circus, and it's making its stop in Baytown with acts that include master jugglers, daring motorcyclists, trapeze, thrills, and more. And for more information, you can check them out online at bigtopshow.com. Once again, that website is big, I don't know why I'm saying big, because it's not a pin, but bigtopshow.com. And for those of you who enjoy classical music and enjoy choral music at that, the Canterbury, I guess I should say, Cathedral Choir is performing on Tuesday, April the 6th at 7 p.m. at St. John the Divine. Master of the Choristers David Flood leads concert by the resident choir of the Church of England's Mother Cathedral. So it sounds like those of you who love choral music. I'm not a huge choral music person. I prefer just straight opera or just straight symphonic music, but sometimes I can get into the choral music sometime. But anyway, you can check it out online at sjd.org. That's sjd.org. And so that's what we have happening on this weekend and into next week. And if you have an event that you would like for me to talk about here on the H Buzz, I would love to talk about it. You can simply drop me a line. You can always email me, thehbuzz@gmail.com, thehbuzz@gmail.com, or you can always tweet me, and the tag name is simply the H Buzz, or the handle, after the @ sign is just the H Buzz. And of course, you can always give us a call at 281-748-6293 and leave a voice message about your event, and we'll mention it here on the H Buzz. So excited to be back with you guys to talk about what's happening. So many great things are happening in the coming weeks, and so stay tuned. We'll be talking about those things over the next few weeks. Hey guys, whatever you do, have a wonderful weekend. Don't stay in the house. Get out, enjoy yourself, have a wonderful time over this wonderful weekend. And remember, as I always say in the past, whatever you do, don't drink and drive. Be safe out there. Enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful time. And take care of yourself. Look forward to talking with you on next week.